Water is a wild thing. Some people would kill to have it. Others might kill to be rid of it. But one thing is for certain, it never asks permission. Now, a flood is a good illustration of the kingdom of God. It comes without warning. It comes invasively. It comes in the middle of the night. It comes in the middle of the day. It comes into all the places that we think we have set a boundary saying, no more. To this point, you will yield. If you read in this tiny little book called Nahum, which is in the Old Testament, God's judgment and God's hopeful deliverance comes in the form of a flood. There's a city and it was called Nineveh. And God's bringing judgment upon this city. And in chapter 1 it says this: the Lord is good, a stronghold in the day of trouble. He knows those who take refuge in him. But with an overflowing flood, he will make a complete end of the adversaries. It's just an issue of submission. This chapter ends with a huge picture of hope. In the image of a flood that brings devastation and destruction to an entire city, there is a promise of hope. Behold upon the mountains the feet of him who brings good news, who publishes peace. And this is where the peace comes from. Will you submit to the boundary waters of God's coming kingdom? Or will you try to fight the flood? Will you say, this is how I design my life? Or will I yield to what God is bringing in and submit to that? The water can be a terror, or the water can be flourishing in life. It's just an issue of whether we want to submit to God's coming kingdom or to try to live by our own boundary waters. Brothers and sisters, you are loved. I look forward to seeing you soon.